Good evening, guys. Now, in this session, we'll deal about same concept called resonance. And last class we deal about quality factor. Now we'll deal about bandwidth of RLC series circuit. Okay. Now the bandwidth, by definition statement states that bandwidth of a circuit is the range of frequency. So actually, bandwidth means range of frequency. For any circuit, we select one range. So at that range we define the bandwidth. So the bandwidth range is taken as, if you take any response, that if you take current response or voltage response, so maximum current, so 70.71% of that maximum response we will select in bandwidth form. So the bandwidth of a circuit is the range of frequency over which 70.71% of its maximum value. So we got the current response in RLC circuit is this form, that is inverted U form. This is inverted U form you got. In the x-axis we took frequency, you are varying the frequency for that circuit, and in y-axis you take current. So here current is in maximum, so this is in maximum form. So you have two waveforms like RMS value and maximum value. So in that resonance frequency you got the maximum current, this Imax. So this is a frequency response of RLC circuit. We take current here. So in this circuit, in this curve, we have to select frequency range. So we select up to 70.71% means Imax by root 2. If you take, if suppose if Imax value is 10, then 70.71% of this maximum means 0.7 of this 10. So we have to take, we have to select this value, we have to place here. So this is we'll keep as F1, we'll keep this is as F2, and this is FR. So FR is a frequency, resonance frequency. F1 is a lower cutoff frequency, we'll call it as lower cutoff frequency, and F2 is higher cutoff frequency. So the bandwidth is called is difference. So bandwidth is F2 minus F1. So what is the range between, what is the frequency range? This is the frequency range. So this entire frequency range we take as F2 minus F1, we take that as a bandwidth. So for different circuits we have different bandwidths. So for RLC circuit you have one bandwidth, and for say different parallel circuits have different circuit. For the namesake we take only RLC circuit for understanding here. So we have another definition. So 70.17% of maximum value we take as a bandwidth, and we have another definition. Bandwidth is it's a bandwidth with limits of lower and upper half power frequency. So we take half power frequency. We have we are considering as Imax by root 2. Only one response. If you take voltage also for that circuit, we have Imax by root 2. So multiple of this Imax by root 2 and Vmax by root 2, we will have Pmax by 2. So this indicates that half power frequency. So now if you take the response here, power response P, then half of the power will occur like this. So this is called also a bandwidth, where you take power as a base. For in general we will consider only a response, we base on response. So we take Imax and Imax by root 2 for series circuit. In case of parallel circuit, we take Vmax by root 2 response as a indication to for bandwidth. Okay. Now, keeping in view that bandwidth will derive a resonance frequency. So keeping it, you, so if you take this current Imax, and we'll take omega naught as a frequency, as a resonance frequency, and omega 1 and omega 2. So these are the lower cutoff frequency and higher cutoff frequency. Now we have a derivation. So in the name of, so we are willing to find resonance frequency in the form of omega 1 and omega t, and resonance frequency and bandwidth in the form of LC component. If someone asks you, if a series for RLC series circuit, if they ask you bandwidth, so we will get one formula. So bandwidth is what? Omega 2 minus omega 1. So in RLC components, we have to find the formula based on RLC value. We have to find the bandwidth, and also with the resonance frequency, we have to find the relation between lower cutoff and higher cutoff frequency. So somehow there will be relation between resonance frequency and bandwidth values, lower cutoff frequency and higher cutoff frequency, and we have another definition of bandwidth in the form of RLC components. So we'll find that relation between resonance frequency and lower cutoff, higher cutoff frequencies, and bandwidth in the form of RLC components. So now, by using this simple formula, so what we have actually, we have RMS, IRMS in steady state, AC steady state analysis. We have IRMS equal to what? Imax by root 2. So if you have to keep in a view that this Imax is occurred in resonance. So this is circuit IRMS value. This is current is different and this current is different. This current occurred only in resonance form. At what resonance frequency only? So at omega naught only you got Imax. This RMS value is circuit current, circuit IRMS. Okay. So we have IRMS value in form of Ohm's law, VRMS by Z. We can write. So at the resonance, what is Z equal to? R. So you have to keep VRMS by R into root 2. So VRMS, both VRMS is cancelled, and you get the relation of Z, root Z equal to R root 2. We have Z equal to root of R square plus XL minus XC whole square. Substitute that in here. Squaring this one, we have Z square equal to R into 2. Substitute this here. You will have R square plus XL minus XC whole square root 2 whole square equal to 2R. Then you will get R square plus XL minus XC whole square equal to R square. So this is squaring, you will get 2, and substituting that 2R, this will become 4R, I think. Is that clear now? Z square equal to, so this have to square, right? Yeah. And now what happens? This whole square, and squaring this will get 2R square. You take this R square to other side, then you will get squaring this we call z square into r square into 2. Substitute that z square here. So we'll get r square plus xl minus xc whole square equal to r square 2. Okay, so transfer this r square there. xl minus xc whole square equal to 2r square minus r square. Then you will get xl minus xc whole square equal to r square. So now if you want xl minus xc, you take that there xl minus xc equal to root of r square. So anything root of r square we can write is plus or minus r. So in general finally I need xl minus xc in the form of plus or minus r. So r value, so root of r value plus or minus you'll get. Okay. So for finding this equation, we did what we did. We take in bandwidth Imax by root 2. So in Imax by root 2 equal to what? IRMS value. So in general circuit we got VRMS by Z2 by Ohm's law. At resonance frequency we have VRMS by R. So I calculated this one. Finally by this we got relation between XL minus XC equal to plus or minus R. So the main thing to find this is in this XL minus XC we had omega. So from first resonance from last we'll base on omega only. So substitute omega L and omega C, XC and XL here. So after substituting we get omega L minus 1 by omega C equal to plus or minus R. So we in this we neglect J. So we are least bother about J in resonance. So by this we get omega L minus omega C. So we have two values here, plus or minus R value. Thus omega L minus omega 1 minus 1 by omega C is two values we have. So why two values means this XL minus XC equal to R, the total net reactance becoming R here. That means at omega 1 you will getting one reactance, at omega 2 you are getting so what happening is the reactance at this point XL minus XC, so this is net reactance. In resonance, see if you observe carefully this equation XL minus XC plus or minus R. So at omega 1 if you place omega 1 here and also omega 1 here, at what corner frequency? At one corner frequency, let us say omega equal to omega 1. What happens? Omega 1 to L minus 1 by omega 1 equals C equal to, let us say it is minus R. This is 1. That means at this omega equal to, at this corner frequency, the net reactance is becoming minus R. So at it giving some resistance. Okay. So you may not say that this may be increased high or this may be, so XL is greater than, XC is greater than, if we half in left side XC is greater than XC. So if you take XC is greater than XC, you will get some resistance value. Okay. So that is why you are taking the net reactance value of minus R. Okay. And at omega equal to omega T, that is at this corner frequency, you will have some other resistance. But the net reactance at resonance frequency is 0. This component will be 0. That is plus for one negative to either value, in middle you will getting 0 this value. Okay. Then it will become omega 2 L minus 1 by omega 2 C equal to, we have other value called R. So from this equation, so finally by this equation you need to get this, you have to remember this, memorize this equation. From this equation at resonance a corner frequency 1 we have to get this one, and omega other corner frequency omega 2 we have to get this equation. From 1 and 2 we'll derive the required equations, the required relations. So if you differentiate 1, or if you add 1 plus 2 equations, what happens means omega L minus 1 by omega 1 C plus omega 2 L minus 1 by omega 2 C equal to minus R plus R equal to 0. Then these two will be get cancelled, and after solving this you will be getting, so if you take L common, omega 1 plus omega 2, and we'll take here 1 by C common, we'll get 1 by omega 1 plus 1 by omega 2 equal to 0. So you'll take this section to there, you'll be having 1 by C into 1 by omega 1 plus 1 by omega 2. So if you observe carefully, what happens means, if you take LCM of this 1 by C into omega 1 omega 2 equal to omega 1 plus omega 2. So if you cancel both these, you will be getting LC equal to 1 by omega 1 omega 2. So we have in general resonance frequency equal to 1 by 1 by root of LC. So if you square root, if you give root square, now what happen? Now we'll have omega 1 equal to omega 2 equal to 1 by LC. Now substitute this 1 by LC. So 1 by LC equal to what? Omega naught square. Substitute this here. What we have get? What we'll get is omega 1 omega 2 equal to 1 by LC. We have resonance frequency equal to 1 by root of LC. Then 1 by LC equal to omega naught square. Substitute this here. That omega naught square we will be equal to omega 1 into omega 2. And omega naught equal to root of omega 1 omega 2. So this is one relation between resonance frequency and upper and lower cutoff frequency. So in exam they'll ask what is the relation between resonance frequency and upper and lower cutoff frequency in a bandwidth. So the question will be framed like this: what is the resonance frequency, relation between resonance frequency and upper limit of lower frequency? Then you have to write the resonance frequency of RLC series circuit is a geometric mean of corner frequency. So this is a geometric mean. So the answer is the relation between the resonance frequency and upper cutoff lower cutoff frequency is a geometric mean. This is one relation from bandwidth. The results now we'll find we have what we have relations like equation 1 we have omega L equal to minus 1 by C equal to minus R/2. This is one equation, and omega 2 L minus 1 by omega 2 C equal to plus R. This is second equation. Initially we add 1 and 2 equation, we got this relation. Now we will subtract that 1 and 2 equation. Then you will get, now we will subtract this 1, this 2. Then we will get omega L minus 1 by omega 1 C minus of omega 2 L minus of 1 by omega 2 C equal to minus R minus R. Then omega L minus of omega 2 L plus 1 by omega 2 C equal to minus 2R. So now we will get, now what you will do, same, you will take common of L. Now we will take common L. So you will take common L. L equal to omega 1 minus omega 2 and here also we'll take common minus c. Same concept here. We'll take minus here common. Okay, equal to minus 2r. Now we'll take LCM that, equal to minus LC omega 1 omega 2 equal to omega 2 minus omega 1 equal to minus 2r. Now if you take omega 1 minus omega, this is the common. Now we'll get omega 1 minus omega 2 common of L. This is omega 2 minus omega 1. Here is omega 1 minus omega 2. We took common omega 1 minus omega 2. Then this will become plus 1 by c into omega 1 equal to omega 2 is equal to minus 2r. Now if you observe carefully, in previous if initial 1 plus 2, you got a relation called geometric mean. So omega 1 omega 2 equal to what? Omega naught square. Okay, then omega naught equal to 1 by root LC, you whole square that, then 1 by omega LC. Substitute that here. L plus 1 by c into 1 by LC equal to minus 2r. C cancelled. Then you will get omega 1 minus omega 2 2l. So this L will go to numerator and this will become minus 2r. So by this we get if you take the 2 to cancel, then this is what is the bandwidth we need? Omega 2 minus omega 1. So then will become r by L. So this is the relation between the bandwidth of RLC series circuit. The bandwidth is omega 2 minus omega 1. So the bandwidth omega 2 minus omega in the form of RLC component is r by L. Okay, if you want to transfer, this is radians per second. If you want to transfer this to Hertz, means F2 minus F1 equal to F2 minus F1 equal to 1 by 2 pi of r by L. So this is the bandwidth. Now in bandwidth, what do we summarize this here like this? I need to summarize this here finally. So we choose the currents Imax and Imax by root 2. By this relation we find XL minus XC equal to minus plus or minus R. So from this we got two equations basing on omega value, 1 and 2 equation. Initially we added the two equations and we got a relation called omega naught equal to root of omega 1 omega 2, and if you minus that equation you got a relation called bandwidth omega minus omega 1 equal to r by L. Just transferring these two, and Hertz means 1 by 2 pi into r by L. Okay, r by 2 pi L. So this is these two have to memorize.